I've got a question for the whole panel.
Dante?
Yes, hello.
What's up?
If you could have anything explained to you by Morgan Freeman, what would it be?
Well, either the first talk, you know, the birds and the bees. Or maybe just something really simple like the offside rule. He was fine. I'd take either.
I want him to tell me the meaning of life.
I was about to say that. I feel like...
He knows.
Yeah, like... I feel like he would know everything. And it would be real simple, too. He'd sit you down, and you'd walk out and be like, thank you, Morgan.
I'm relaxing. Your mind is just blown.
No, he explains it real simply, too. You're not blown, you're just like...
It's like a dummy's guide to
Like
life.
2 sentences.
Oh, it's not, it's one word. He sits you down, stares at you, and utters one magical word, you're like...
Total biscuit.
No! That's when your face melts off. It's like he chose poorly.
My answer isn't going to be nearly as cool. I feel like there's a point in electronics when I try to learn motherboards and things that I start to space out and don't understand. I feel like
he can say anything to you, and you're like, explain to me a motherboard?
I want him to teach me a beginner's guide to electronics, because there's a point I just don't, it stops going in, and I feel like if Morgan Freeman was telling me all that, I would know it. Yeah, I couldn't look away, I would be rapt with attention.
Actually, I changed my mind. I want him to do the tour, the audio tour guide of Stonehenge. The guy who did it was so funny because rather than be a tour guide, every time you went to like one of the things, you press another button. There was this guy and this woman talking, I guess to each other, but also at you. And they're like, why was it built? Why was it rebuilt? What did they make? Like, you should know this! And I want Morgan Freeman just to do the whys. I feel like, at least when he says it, I won't be angry.
That was the best part of the audio tour, was when he was listing off all of these whys, and then the woman's voice comes in and goes, why? Why? I don't know!
We came to you for answers, poor thing.
I would totally give Morgan Freeman everything I have to just follow me around and narrate my life.
I want to narrate my life.
Are we talking Bastion style? Is it going to be like Bastion style? Because if it's like, Dave Forrest probably gets the cereal, and then like, lifts a spoon, puts it in his mouth.
He's got to be Bastion
I
style.
can't do every bit.
Yeah, Bastion style.
Now, does he know what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Does he have that power?
Let's make him telepathic. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's make him tell back.
I don't want him around me that
He controls fate. He knows the path your life is traveling down, and he just predicts the next move.
Oh, I don't want that.
So basically, you are living the Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm good friend.
And Gemucon.
Hi.
Next question.
I know this guy. Watch out.
For me. So you all pretty much do this now for a living, and it's all pretty new. This sort of playing games online and people watching it thing. Where do you see yourselves and your channel and the sort of YouTube thing in 5 years? And are you scared about some of the recent YouTube changes, or do you like them? And what are your general thoughts on that?
That's a load of questions. Do we like the new YouTube layout?
I love the lights. I love all the lights.
I love it. I think YouTube can do no wrong.
I don't know, in 5 years, I fully expect that my channel will have nosedive by then, and I'll just be an editor at the Oxcast. I reckon Simon Lewis's channel will just go on forever. Or I can just be there just like as a little editing monkey. But no, YouTube's alright, the new layouts, screw everybody over every so often. The one thing that's annoyed me recently about the new channel designs is your channel's a unique snowflake. And it's like, they've taken every individuality piece from it. Like the wallpapers, everything, just like one little banner, and everything else is white. I'm like, yeah, that's a snowflake. So that's it.
Well, if you want to know why they did that, I don't know if I can even mention this. No one's recording this. I went to Google, and they actually sat me down and had me review the thing. And
It's your fault.
It's your reason why.
no, trust me, at the time I was like, this is an awful idea. In their mind, when you go on the new YouTube layout, you have that little tiny banner at the top. On every other device, that banner is something different. So if you're on your phone, it's different, or it should be. It's going to be. And if you go on TV or your Wii U, I guess it works on there now. It's like a full 1080p image, and there's a bunch of stuff you can put on there. And so in their mind, it's going to transcend the internet and computers and be on every single platform you can think of. And that's what they want to do, and I think that's what they're like. It's your individual snowflake. But 90% of the people watching you are still watching you on their computer. And so to most people watching, it's garbage. But whatever, you know. Love you, YouTube.
Nobody really comes to my channel page anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it.
People come to mine all the time, and I don't know why. People are like, don't worry about it. No one ever goes to your channel page. Channel pages are nothing anymore. I'm like number 79 on total channel. It's a fluke of nature. I don't even know why.
I think I've been on your channel a couple of times just because I'm like, okay, he has OMFG cats and that's cool. Does he have Jesse Cox? Yes, he does. And then I go,
are you the reason?
I try to I just try all these different vanity URLs to see if we go to your channel.
Oh, I'm gonna get all the vanity.
TV's wife. Yep, that's Jesse.
Someone probably already has that right now.
Let me tell you.
What else is... Oh, where will we be?
Where will we be in 5 years?
Oh, I know what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna Hans Gruber this thing, and in 5 years I'm gonna be on a beach earning 20%. Doing nothing. Shut down the channel and just become a diehard villain. That's my plan. John McClane.
5 years is so long. A lot can happen even in just 1 year.
Oh, yeah.
In 5 years, I have no idea. We don't really know whether or not this is going to keep going. I mean, I love what I do. I'm going to be doing this as long as I possibly can because I really enjoy it and I really love the community and the support and I love making the videos in general. So, but in 5 years, who knows? Don't, thank you.
Don't panic.
I think we'll have like, I'm still going to do it, but we'll have virtual reality headsets and just in-game with us.
Wait, is that what you hope for?
We've already got videos now.
VR?
360. Have you seen them? They are awesome.
If that's the case, I'm having lady nights all the time.
So we're going to do that in like video games.
I already find open world games overwhelming. I feel like if I can literally just walk around in a place, I'm going to be like, I give up. It's too much.
I've got an Oculus Rift on the way to me, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it. I'm just going to sit there and stare at it for a little while.
Can I see like a reaction video of your first time?
Well, I'm going to do face cam, and I'm just going to have this gigantic thing here, and I'm just going to be like, like. I'll probably just blow myself up over the gameplay.
No, Mark, take it off! It's going to be like Sword Art Online. If you take it off, we'll die!
Yeah. So let's not start this again.
Sorry, no, never mind.
Just randomly, who watches Sword Art Online?
Yeah!
And if you don't, you have to watch it. It's
Shockingly low
brilliant.
number of you.
No.
I did.
A perfect number.
I'm just grateful YouTube didn't close on April Fool's Day because I was concerned. I thought I might have to be a stripper the rest of my life. Like, what else am I going to do?
In other news, Jesse closes YouTube.
I can't believe they did that live stream for the whole 12 hours.
So long. Is it still going?
We thought the cards were blank to begin with, but then they kept changing the camera angle, and they didn't even go off shot to have their food.
No, but they sat in the corner like, nah.
They started with the two of them going back and forth, where out the nominees for the best YouTube video ever.
Just check this channel. Is anybody watching now? Just sit
No,
there.
That's it, literally. Like, the guy was just sat there with like a buffet, like, you know, those paper plates you get. It's just eating away, and then she's just sat there on the phone, like, and they kept alternating. That's just really bizarre.
Best job.
Question over here.
With YouTube's April Fool's Day being a competition and all, how do you think you would have done it?
Poorly.
Very badly.
How would we have done it if it wasn't?
If it actually was a competition all this time, how would you have done it?
I don't think any gamer would have won. I'm going to be real honest.
No.
I don't think it would have happened. It would have been like...
IDW would have won every award.
No.
Best production values, best visuals, best audio, everything.
No, it would have been like... one of those ones that was viral that blew everything up.
Charlie bit my
finger. Like that. Would have
Right.
When it would have been Gangnam Style, that was like most viewed, most liked, etc.
I think they would have been like, well, that was like naturally produced thing, so
It
maybe.
wasn't like a
It wasn't within the
community
spirit.
Yeah. I think like Jenna Marbles, like how strict people just think you're good with him, would definitely have been up.
Sure.
I will never forget watching
You follow that every morning, I know you do. You're like,
every day
Black
when we
my
went
eyes.
time for some gym.
Time for Jenna.
You know me.
we have our beauty on.
So I don't know, I've only got one video that might have done decent-ish, and that was the Screw the Never song. But again, that's on Simon Lewis's channel, so they would have got the award for it.
That is a good song.
I can just say, yeah, I did that. That's about it.
That was me.
That's my closest
And
competitor.
she clutched the award and cried. Oh, dude!
I didn't even notice you.
Oh, that freaks me out. I should have
I've been staring at it for about 10 minutes.
Here's the problem. You're all afraid. Someone just needs to talk to him, take him out to lunch. Seems very little.
He's very lonely person.
I can't even see his head. It's just like.
Understand man has a question.
Yeah, it's like
Look,
it does.
if you're in character, you get 1,000 points.
Hi, Sunday man, do you have a question?
Just go.
Something that was like radio static.
I desperately want just random people in the audience.
He's just standing there.
I was expecting to turn around and do what you say, like,
He's like right behind you.
If I find a note on any walls here today, I'm leaving the building.
Right, any other questions? You at front.
Who is your favourite other TGS member and why?
Could it be someone on this panel?
Can we have anybody?
Okay, good. That's what you all the same.
I am actually going to say both of you. I am actually going to say that because I was subscribed to both of you when I first started YouTube, so you are actually my inspiration.
Okay, next question.
Oh wait, no, I think we have to answer it.
Alright.
Mine. I don't know if I get some booze, but I recently joined TGS. He's a nice guy. I've gotten to know him over the last couple of months, and yeah, he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. The amount of work he puts into his channel, the amount of videos he produces. He collaborates with people regardless of their size as well. Some people can get a bit snobbish when they're higher up, but he works with everyone from like me to Max Mofo to Ken, Cinnamon Toast, people like that. And yeah, he's just a solid guy. And he genuinely loves his community as well, like his audience. He wouldn't have a bad word to say to them. So I'm kind of really excited that he's joined us recently.
Yeah. He's a very nice person. I can second that.
And he has a dog.
It's just I need.
In regards to me, pretty much anyone who does like any skits or songs on the main channel, so like Dodger, Jesse, Tusky, people like that, just because that really was like motivated me to like want to join TGS, and was like I worked my way up through various networks and finally got there. But yeah, that was my inspiration mainly. So.
Alright, you give them both on this round.
I will not be standing for some time. no.
Oh, this is such a hard question.
Don't get your babies.
No. I don't know, I love so many people in TGS. I love so many people's content. I love watching Jesse, I love watching Warpstone, I love watching Husky and Martin, and just like, there's so many people that I watch all the time. I don't know that I could ever pick a favorite because, especially since every time I meet somebody in person, they wind up being amazing. So I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that you're like in this community with me. So I don't know. I don't think that I could choose a favorite.
I have to go with, and this is such a cheesy answer, but he truly is like one of my best friends. Total Biscuit and I have known each other for years, like a ridiculous amount of time. And we go back a long way, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be in TGS. And so I owe him the world. And he is a great guy. He comes off as a giant cynical ass. He is, but in person, he's a really nice guy. And I really, truly respect everything he does. And I'm super jealous. And he's amazing, so he's a great guy. And I owe him everything.
Go give him a hug.
Hold on.
Hi.
This is for just a question. You said like all the different content and such. Did you come to Scotland?
Will you?
Will you?
In the summer, I'm sure. Look, when you're from LA, everything is cold.
I loved Scotland when I went, and I would love to go back again. I can't go this trip, but I can't wait to go back to Scotland and Ireland, honestly. I love both places, so. Yeah.
That's an easy question. Of course. Of course. You don't have to. Look, you want to fly me out there. I would gladly spend some time with you. She's thinking about it.
Next questions. Who from here?
Hello. What is the single strangest situation a fan has put you in? Also,
A fan has put us in?
yeah, when you met them.
I can't, single strange, I can't, I've never been put in a strange situation. I think I put fans in a strange situation. I have, like, look, you butterflies are the best there ever was or ever will be. We know it, so I have nothing to say on the matter. You guys are wonderful, so thank you. I've never been put in an awkward situation. I love you, some of you a little bit more than the others.
My most awkward situation with a fan was probably when there was somebody who asked if they could get a hug, and I was like, sure, I love hugs. Any of you who have met me since we've been here know that I give out hugs very easily. But then he was like, can I have a kiss? And I was like, no. And then he went for it anyway. And I was like, no! And then he peaced out immediately. He knew. He was like, I gotta go immediately. But that was probably, it was really funny. It was also very awkward situation.
Where is this going to go after this? For me, it was probably just Eurogamer. Probably like the first fan experience I had. I nearly got like rugby tackled by a guy who just ran up to me and was like, "You're that girl that makes Guild Wars 2 videos," and I was just like, "Ah!" Ran away. I didn't know what to do. I was like, "What is happening?" Yeah, that was probably the weirdest.
Poor guy was like, "What did I do?"
Mine's like a couple of cases of this. I get followed to work probably once a month. And probably the weirdest one was I clocked these guys were following me, and I went through House of Fraser and like navigated the crowd really well, got the escalator, and I thought, oh brilliant, I've lost them. And then as I was coming down the road, as I was coming towards the corner, these guys had run up the road, crossed, So that as I was coming up towards this corner, they were stood there, they were just waving at me like and then basically just they were like, I was just generally looking around, and like I caught them, they were just like here, and I just managed to carry on going, like and I just sort of scurried up to the front door and went in. But yeah, I get followed to work way too often. It's kind of weird, really, because people know where Young Towers is, and they decide to sort of have a look around the entrance or look nearby.
If you're recording this right now, you have several very good clues as to the location of Young Towers.
I'm fine.
Literally, if you Google it, I think it's there. So.
Oh, is there a giant sign? Too damn popular.
I have yet to have a weird encounter, so...
That's a challenge.
Charlie.
Freak it out then.
Whoa. No Gemucon babies.
More questions, guys. Look here.
Hello. This is the second most nervous thing I've done today, other than book Jessie, which was the first. My question's for all of you. Because I love Star Wars, so if you could work for the Sith Empire or the Galactic Republic, who would you work for?
Oh, please, Empire, all the way.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Empire.
How do we get Jedi?
We can make you... Look, well, hold on. You can be a Jedi. Then Martin can walk you to the dark side. He thinks it's already happened.
It's the other way around.
Whatever I gotta do. That's what I want.
The shortest Darth Small. Stupidest thing I've ever said.
I'm never going to be the same after you guys go back to America. I'm just, my life is just, oh, that's fine.
Next questions, guys.
Hey guys, I was just wondering, like, why does everyone join TGS? What's so great about it? what do they get out of joining TGS?
Do you want a funny answer or an honest answer?
Oh,
That's true. Legit honest answer, making game videos on YouTube is very difficult to earn money doing, and gaming companies can say to you at any point, we don't like what you're doing, and shut your butt down. And going with a company like TGS prevents that from happening, because they handle all the risk, and you just do your job. And so that's the easiest answer on how to explain that.
That's the real one.
And as it's grown, it's been a lot about like just having a good community to collaborate with and being able to meet people and all that as well. Yeah, but originally that was the big reason to join, is that you could say that you make good videos and make money off it. So
it's also just a thing of like, there's not really tiers within TGS, it's the original big mixed bag. So like, for example, the person that manages me also manages people like the Game Grubs and also manages channels much smaller than this. So they can get you in contact with those other people all the time, which is great. Yeah. And in comparison to something like Machinima, like, I'm not bashing Machinima at all, but I know people that...
I don't know, did you see that video the other day? I'm bashing them. Garbage.
You know, some people have had some really dodgy contracts in their business department in recent years. It's been a little bit, you know, here and there, like lifetime contracts, like, you know, tie you in. And it's not even just for that one channel, it's apparently for any channel you ever make. So it's basically... Yeah, it's your soul essentially. It's a soul contract. Whereas TGS are very flexible, and also when you want to leave as well, I've always been told if I want to leave, just give them 2 months' notice, because basically you get paid 2 months after the hits and the videos go out and stuff. I'm not leaving. But they were saying, well, they're just really cool and they're just very level with you as well. They never treat you like you're just a little cash cow. They actually treat you like a person. They come out to events to assist you in any way that you can. So the support and the collaboration of the community as a whole, I think, is what makes TGS the best gaming network, in all honesty. The best.
And we all loved it.
We all.
And the sexiest gaming commentators ever.
Thank you.
Yay!
More questions around the back, guys.
More questions back. Oh. Is that Pikachu Square? Stand up, honestly.
Stand up, Pikachu.
time you guys browse YouTube for funny cat videos and things?
Oh, I don't know about. I literally do not watch YouTube. I work way too much. And when people are like, "Hey, watch this video," sure, okay. And I forget. I'm a horrible person.
I'm a prime example of how you get to the weird place in YouTube. I'll be watching like, I don't know, I'll start off in a good, honest place, like I'm watching a gaming video or a music video, then it'll be like, oh my god, a pregnant person. Oh my god, a snake eating a cow. Oh my god, someone pulling a maggot out of their eye. And then I'm just like, no, my eye! Yeah.
I never did that place.
That is a horrible place.
Wait, I take it back. At like 3 a.m., Prendor and I watch Maury episodes on YouTube.
The best thing is the Maury reactions. You know, he goes, he's not the father, and then they just collapse on the floor every time. It's amazing.
We have many sound clips we've stolen from episodes. There's during Cox and Prendor, our amazing podcast. We have a sound clip of the crowd booing. And it was like, boo! There's one dude who's like, yeah! And that's my favorite guy, because I don't know what happened, but it must have been so bad. Yet one dude was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And it's that, I want to be that guy for the rest of my life. Because everywhere I go, people are like, oh my god. I'm just like, my goal.
I feel like for me, like the YouTube subscription box does not always work for me at all. So honestly, a lot of my like actually watching people that I know happens through Twitter. That's one of the reasons I love Twitter so much, is because people like link their stuff and I'm like, oh, new Robson video, oh, new Render video, you know. And then I'm able to just click on it and watch it, and it's magical. But I do the same thing, that like awkward Wikipedia or Encyclopedia Dramatica effect where you're just like, why am I here?
Just keep getting related.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would say I spend a decent amount of time on YouTube. Yeah. I don't know how long, but
I think I'd spend pretty much, I'm probably just like anybody who watches videos and doesn't feel compelled to make them. I watch YouTube videos like all day. If I'm not recording or editing a video, then I'm probably watching somebody else's. Just for ideas, for inspiration, just generally because I'm a bit of a fanboy of certain people. So yeah, I'm one of those people that sits there and mashes the refresh button on my subbox. So basically it's either that or Netflix. I've got, Sky TV and I never watch it, and I'm just bleeding money from that. I should cancel it. But yeah, I love watching online content. I think it's great. I think I can appreciate the production values that go into it a bit more, and the time you have to give up to make something like that. They're not just throwing a big budget, they make something out of nothing, and yeah, I love YouTube, it's great.
I'm the same as Jesse. I can't get into series anymore because you just, you check a channel and they're like 20 episodes in, you can't watch that because you just don't know what's going on. But I do find myself watching a lot of like vlogs and stuff nowadays. It's just so
I watch
so
that
much
more
easier.
than, I never watch like just a gaming series because I think like I don't want to steal people's ideas or like, if I play that game I don't want to then mimic what they've done in it.
It's too easy to just naturally do it anyway.
Yeah, vlogs all the way, like that is, I love watching gaming commentators vlogs channel, like, do you know what I mean? So you have your main channel and a second channel, like coffee time and like.
I was going to say, I do that.
Yeah, I love that because I know these people have this things in common with me and then they probably do the same kind of lifestyle, so I want to know what they're doing on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, what questions about you?
I was just wondering that this is a weird question, and it's going to be hard to explain it, but if you could have one game series that was made every single year, you had to play it at least 50 hours of it each one, what game series would it be?
Oh, I do that already. It's called Dynasty Warriors. I buy every single one of those. It's an amazing series.
So did you say one game or one game franchise?
One game series, like.
One game series. Wow. I mean, if they made sequels to Ni no Kuni, I've just started playing that recently. And for anyone who doesn't know, by the way, it's this amazing game on the PlayStation. It's made between Studio Ghibli and Level 5. So instantly you're like Ghibli, there is like, whoa. But yeah, that game's got apparently a 40-hour main storyline, and then there's lots of other stuff to do around it. So like you said, if it's 50 hours, if they make sequels to that, I will play that every year for sure.
We have no videos.
I'll make videos on it.
Good man, smart man.
Just once a year. Wait, who did that? Was it Van Gogh that did like the same painting over and over and over again? somebody here knows.
And that's what it's about. And the thing that I think you were mentioning about PewDiePie earlier, like he is one of those guys who's like, whatever, sure, I'll do this. And you know, he's really good at that. It's all about sort of establishing who you are and growing, and then as people see you grow, trust me, people will want to collab with you. Because everyone loves to latch on to people who are growing. That's how it works.